some music.
And we are live. What's going on, guys? What's going on? How are you guys doing, man? Welcome to the Beast Pod. As y'all see, we got a completely different setup today. So we're gonna chop it up a little bit in the truck today, man. Just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on everything that's going on. Man, how are y'all doing though? Before I even get into it, man, let me know, y'all check in, man. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me see if I can get into these comments. Coach Garza, what's going on, brother? What's going on? How are you guys doing, man? Check in with me. Check in. Hope y'all doing well. We just gonna chill and talk today. Really pumped, really excited, man, about the show today. Like I said, I'm out here chilling in the truck. Wanted to just kind of give y'all an update, status update on what's going on. Coach Gunn, what's going on? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. I didn't make no announcement about the show today or anything like that because I didn't even know I was going to do a show until about probably 15 minutes ago. Can y'all hear me good too? Let me know if y'all can hear me good because my truck got a tendency to sink into my phone and it messes up the sound sometimes. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me well. Let me know. Let me know. Coach Gunn, since I finally left my disorganized organization, got an offer to coach my old high school coaches 8U next season as a head coach. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's what it's about, man. Congratulations on that. So yeah, man. I wanna as people come in, y'all do me a favor, hit that like button and just let other coaches know that we are live. Because I didn't announce this. But if y'all hit that like button, it'll let other coaches know we're live. Coach Garza, congratulations, brother. Congratulations on the championship, man. Man, y'all been winning championships left and right. Shout out to all of you guys who's been winning, man. Appreciate you guys. So let me give y'all a quick update kind of on my health status and all of that good stuff. First and foremost, man, you know, I haven't really did the podcast in 2 weeks because of my health. I mean, even now, man, I'm sick. My throat is killing me, but I've been dealing with a lot of like little health issues and health scares with my heart, with my nervous system. I'm about 75% today. Um, but I'm telling you guys, look, I kid you not. I kid you not when I say, man, I thought I was Coach Beast was gonna be up out of here, man. Like I had those thoughts, and that's just me being honest with you guys. You know what I'm saying? That I was really concerned about my health. Went to the doctor. They did all kind of crazy tests on me. Find out that I'm okay. The heart is good. The body is good, but I got these nervous system issues that keeps popping up. And when my nervous system cuts up, guys, like it affects my breathing, where like I get shortness of breath, and it comes up on me random, right? Like for some reason, whenever I'm doing the show, it pops up randomly, for me. So like I'll be talking to you guys laughing, and then all of a sudden, boom, I go into like this nervous system shock, and my body goes into this fight or flight response, right? Where my breathing just absolutely sucks. So and when I'm in that place, the only thing that really kind of calms me down is like if I take a Benadryl, right? So y'all probably been on the show with me where I'm doing the show and I tell Miss Beast to, hey, get me a Benadryl. You know what I'm saying? It's because my nervous system starts going haywire. You know what I'm saying? So right now, like I said, I'm 75%, but I couldn't help but to jump on here and do a small segment of the show because I know you guys rock with me. I rock with you, and I know you guys got questions, and I want to be able to help you and add value, guys, to your coaching journey. So if y'all ready to get the show on the road, give me a hell yeah in the comments. Give me a hell yeah. Let me see some hell yes in the comments. Let me see some hell yes. And by the way, everybody who's watching, for those who don't know, y'all can see the banner on the screen, but all the playbooks, the Beast Unleashed bundle, all my playbooks 90% off in the playbook store. So guys, this is the time to upgrade because it won't be 90% off in about, I don't know, 3 weeks, because we're updating the Beast Unleashed playbook. So if you want to play this playbook, this is the time to get it 90% off because it is going to go up because we're going to have a brand new bundle with a different price and all of that. So if y'all want to get it, all you got to do, scan that QR code on your screen. Scan that QR code on your screen, and you'll be able to get it. Coach Garza said we ran the Beast playbook at Cowboy Stadium. Was awesome. Hell yes, man. That's so cool, man. That's super cool. Coach, if you got any game film or something like that, man, or even leave me a testimonial, email me, beastoutyou@gmail.com. I definitely want to highlight you, Coach. Highlight you and your squad, man, for your success. For sure, for sure. So let's get into the show, guys. So I recently did a video, a short video talking about the 4 different type of youth football coaches. And literally each one of you guys fall in these 4 categories. Now you may be a hybrid. I'm a hybrid. And you'll know what I'm talking about in a minute. Okay. But each one of you guys represent one of 4 types, 1 or 2 or 4 types. Okay. Number 1, you got the microwave coach. Okay. The microwave coach is the coach that really is really good at recruiting talent. And he get a lot of his wins just because his team is so freaking talented and better than everybody else in the league. They can run anything they want. They're just better than everybody. And they win championships that way. But they really don't focus on development. They don't focus on the culture. If you talk about program development to these guys, they'll laugh at you, right? It's all about recruiting the best talent, calling plays, and winning games. And usually, like the microwave coach, their programs have like a really big turnover rate, right? Like people don't stay. Like quality people definitely don't stay. Okay. Number 2, the stovetop coach. And by the way, after I go through this, guys, I really want to know the type of coach you are. And I want you to be honest with it. Okay. So number 2, the stovetop coach. He's the type of coach where he depends on his top 1, 2, or 3 players to win the game for him. So usually this coach is going to get a ball to his best athlete. Everybody else like to help, right? Everybody else is like focused on blocking or just being present. Now there is a little development involved with these type of coaches, but usually the development is focused on the A tier players and the B tier players. Usually the C tier players and D tier players, they don't get developed for real. Okay. Usually that's the case there. They don't really get developed that much. These are the type, and I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. The microwave coach and the stovetop coach are really the 2 type of coaches that get complained about the most with parents. And a lot of youth football is defined by these 2 type of coaches because usually the parents are going to take their kid off of the microwave coach if he's a average to developmental caliber player, because the microwave coach is only going to play his best players and he don't give a damn about developing your kid if he don't add value to that program, right? The stovetop coach, now sometimes with the stovetop coach, he means well, but he's just doing the best he can. He's doing the best that he knows to do, okay? But usually the stovetop coach, And I say the stovetop coach makes like probably makes the majority of youth football coaches out there, I want to say. Because if you go even look in your league, most teams are going to run their top two guys and hope for the best, right? They don't really focus on blocking. They don't really focus on tackling that much. They're just trying to do their best to win games, right? Then you got the oven bake coach. And I kind of fall into this category and the next category I'm about to talk about. The oven bake coach is the type of coach that's going to get a lot of kids, usually a lot of raw kids, and they focus on developing the whole team and they focus on developing the whole program. Okay. Now, with oven bake coaches, they understand that they may not win year one or year two. All right. They know that they're going to have to build a foundation because they got a lot of green kids. Just like you baking chicken or something, or baking a cake, you got to put the ingredients together the right way, and you got to stir it and do everything you need to do to make that cake right. Right? It's the same thing being an oven baked coach. You get a lot of average kids, below average kids. You get some studs, some A tier and B tiers, but you have to really mesh it together. And that coach is, from a philosophical standpoint, he wants to develop his entire team, right? He wants to develop his entire team to be effective and be successful. But not only that, he's really invested also in off the field activities. He wanted to make sure that he's building a program, not just a team that's going to last for a year and then, the team may dissolve or something like that. No. So that's kind of how the oven bake coach is. Now, the last coach I'm going to mention is what I call the slow cook coach or the crock pot coach. All right. And this is why I say I'm kind of a hybrid between these two. Okay. The oven baked and the slow cook coach. The slow cook coach will dedicate his time, literally 5, 10 plus years, 15, 20 years, to one location, one neighborhood, to give back to those kids. Now, everybody usually knows this coach. Most people like this coach. I don't know too many youth football coaches where everybody like him, but most people like this coach, right? Because this coach is invested in the community and invested in developing the kids. So this coach mindset is he may not just want to like win fast, right? Like I put myself in the 3 category because we're developing our kids to be winners. Like we want our kids to win, right? And win as fast as we can, but not compromise development in the process. Makes sense? So we don't want to compromise development for the sake of winning. That's the oven bake coach, okay? The crock pot coach, he don't really he may care about winning, but at the end of the day for him, he's all about development, community service, giving back. And I'm gonna tell you something about the crock pot coach though. He tends to develop some of the most high character, high octane leaders. And these kids go on to middle school, high school, and even college and be phenomenal people, phenomenal players. They may be average at the youth level, but by the time they get to the high school level, they're all stars, they're scholarship athletes, you name it. So I want to know, guys, in the comments, which coach are you? Let me know based on what I just said. Which coach are you? Are you the microwave coach? Are you the stovetop coach? Are you the oven bake coach? Or are you the crock pot coach? Let me know in the comments. And look, when I lay this out, nobody's the microwave coach, right? Nobody's the stovetop coach when I lay this out. And here's the thing. If you are the microwave coach and you are the stovetop coach, like understanding who you are is so important because if you know who you are, now you're able to kind of focus on who you are striving to become. Who do you want to be? Right? Like, like for me, when I first started coaching, I want to say for me, I was definitely I started kind of like a 3. My mindset wasn't necessarily to like serve in my community like super long. Like that, I was 20 years old. I didn't know what I know, but I always valued development. Like development and teaching my kids the game of football, regardless of their level, was always important to me. Right? Like I always had this winning mentality. I always wanted to win, but I always wanted to focus on development. Now I had years, I had years early in my coaching career where I could only rely on my top 2 or 3 skill guys to carry the ball. But my philosophy has been I want everybody to function as a team. We got to get good at blocking. We all got to get good at tackling. This is why, I ran the 4-4 Reaper defense so long. That 4-4 defense has saved me a lot of goddamn games because I've had certain kids who just wasn't, you know, high level players. They were C tier and D tier players. Well, I was able to match them with, my A tiers and B tiers in the 4-4 Reaper defense, for example, right? And year in and year out, we always top 3 defense, right? My first year coaching, we was number 1 defense in the league. And then literally year in and year out, we was always top 1, 2, or 3. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so big on the 4-4 Reaper defense. And then, we ran formations like the Maryland I formation, the Jet, which is basically the Beast 2.0 offense. We ran the single back offense. We wrapped formations around them where they was able to play complementary football, and we was able to win a lot that way. But I had years, guys, and this is something that a lot of people won't tell you, but I don't care because I rock with y'all. I had years where we didn't hardly win anything because I just didn't have the dudes. I didn't have the kids. And then the next year, when I got a lot of new kids, the next year, once those new kids developed into football players and got some experience in their belts, we was whooping everybody's ass, right? So sometimes that's the price you have to pay if you are a 3 or a 4 coach. That's why even when I give you guys advice, my goal is to help y'all guys win more games and score more points. But you hear what I always say to you guys. I want y'all to be the standard, man. I want you to be the standard in your league. That goes beyond winning games, because let's just be honest. Like winning championships, winning games, man, that shit is awesome. It is super. It's amazing. I'm not discrediting it at all. But most people not going to care. Only the people in your program, you and the people in your program is going to care. Y'all earn that shit, right? But if you want like big brand recognition, when ESPN took notice of what I was doing in the community, guess what I was doing? I was giving back. People seeing me donating a lot of time, energy, and money to the kids in need in my neighborhood, right? And ESPN took notice, and they awarded me for my efforts, my sports leadership, and my community service. They didn't give a shit about, I think that year, let me see. I think that year we was like maybe 6-4 or 6-3 or something like that, or 5-4, something like. We was mid that year that I won that ESPN State Farm Award. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't give a shit about that. What they cared about is my sports leadership and what I was doing to lead young men, helping them to become men, right? So that's the thing. So let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. Let's see. Man, appreciate y'all rocking with me too, by the way, man. If y'all haven't already, hit that like button. Let coaches know I'm live. I know I didn't announce it. Forgive me for that. Usually, I'm really good on announcing things. I wasn't planning to even do a show today, but I miss you guys, man. I had to do it. Coach Bubba, what's up, bro? What's up, Coach Bubba, man? How you doing? Coach Garza says, started off microwave, but we are middle of the crock pot. Love it. We have kids that are undefeated in junior high. We're also giving back to the community with volunteer work. Love it. Love it. See, and that's me. I'm a 3. I'm a 3-4 And the reason why I say I'm a 4 is that I served in the same community for a long time, for probably, man, I served in that community combined probably almost 10 years, right? So that will automatically put me kind of in the 4 category. But I always put an emphasis on winning. Um, Not in the way to where I'm focusing just on talent, no, but focusing on development. So I knew, and let me say this, I could have easily been one of those coaches that just recruited talent and then just put them on the field. That wasn't fun to me. That wasn't fun to me. What was fun to me is that I love taking kids who never touched the football before in their life or that was afraid to tackle and made them, and then I developed and made them into football players. That's the kind of stuff that got me fired up. There are some coaches that don't even like to develop. There's some coaches hate development. They think development not even important in youth football. I see it in my comments a lot when I'm making my videos. I love development. I think development happens the most at the youth level, or should, because you got so many kids who, some won't be football players in high school, middle school, some will. But then there's these kids that can go either way, right? There's these kids that if you invest in them and show them that you care, they go on to be good football players. But then there's kids that's in the same bucket that if you don't show them you care and don't show them that they're valuable, they grow up starting hating the game of football. And I never want to be a coach that have kids hating the game of football. Know what I mean? Like, I never wanted to be that guy. Let's see. Bubba said, I'm good into wrestling now. Wrestling season. Wrestling season, man. That's where the dogs are made. That's where the dogs are made. Also, guys, if y'all got any questions, feel free to ask away. If y'all got any questions, ask away. I'm gonna try to hook up my phone, my charger, because I thought my phone had a little more life than it does. Y'all bear with me. And look, I'm gonna say this too, guys, and this is something to look out for. And y'all let me know. Let me know. Hey, stop me if I'm lying with what I'm about to say. Okay. Usually, microwave coaches hate crock pot coaches. Usually, stovetop coaches hate crock pot. And so, let me put it like this: usually, the microwave and stovetop coaches don't vibe with the oven baked and slow cook coaches. Can anybody tell me why? Can anybody tell me in the comments why that's the case? I know why, but I want to, and I'm going to tell y'all why, but I want to see if somebody else know why the microwave and stovetop coaches don't rock with the oven baked and slow cook coaches. Let me know. Let me know. And guys, everybody who's new coming on, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed. Appreciate y'all rocking with me in the truck. The Raptor probably gonna drink up all the gas that's in it right now. I just got the Raptor. I got the truck on and just chilling. For those who don't know, the Raptor, my truck, it's like my second office, man. Like this is my baby, my second office. Coach Garza says it's microwave coach. It's because the microwave coach just want to win. Good answer. Good answer. Coach Baylor says I still have former players still tell me thank you for everything that I've done for me. Man, I'm telling you, that's the best feeling in the world, huh, Coach? Hey, this is what's funny about me, guys. This is what's funny. I was so young when I started coaching youth football. I'm 38 years old now. I got kids who are about to enter their 30s that are former players. They got their own families. They're about to enter their 30s. Some probably already in their 30s. But I was so young. I was 20 coaching 10-year-olds, you know? Coach Bubba says I missed the different type of coaches. May I get a summary? Yeah, man. Yeah, I got you. So I was saying, Coach, there's 4 different type of coaches, right? You got the microwave coach, you got the stove coach, you got the oven bake coach, and the slow cook coach or the crock pot coach. Okay, the microwave coach want to win. He just want to win, so he's good at recruiting a lot of talent and winning games that way. He don't really focus on development that much. He focuses on his talent and winning. He don't even really focus on culture that much, you know. Then the stovetop coach focuses on his top 1, 2, 3 players running the ball. He don't really focus on blocking that much. Don't focus on tackling. He just depends on those top, 2, 3 players to win. A little bit development there. There is a little bit development there, but mostly he focuses on developing his A and B tier kids. His C and D tier kids usually don't get a lot of playing time, and this is why a lot of parents get pissed off at the stovetop coach. All right. Then you got the oven bake coach, which get a lot of kids from, that's raw, not a lot of experience, or maybe they do have experience, but he's focusing on developing them, developing every player, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier players, and he's focusing on building out his team and his program. He know he may not win year 1 or year 2, but he's developing these kids and his team into a juggernaut to where they're going to be highly competitive. Really, like in my experience, I get a team year 1, we may not be great. Year 2, we're good. But year 3 and year 4, we're championship caliber, right? So usually that's how the oven bake coach approaches things, being on development and program building. And then you got the crock pot coach, which is, or the slow cook coach. He's in there for the long haul, right? He's been in the community 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years. Everybody knows him. He may not win at all. He may have years where he wins 2, 3 in a row, but that's not his concern. His concern is developing his players, making sure they're ready for the next level, high school, college, so forth. Make sure they got the goods. And usually a lot of his players tend to be some of the better high school players. So hope that kind of summed it up. All right, let's see. All right. I want to know. I think I only got 2 people who responded to my question. My question was, which coach are you? Are you the microwave coach? Are you the stovetop coach? Are you the oven bake coach? Are you the crock pot coach? Let me know. Coach Bubba says, yeah, I'm oven bake. Yeah, I'm oven bake. Yep. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So with me, I'm a content creator. That's what I do. I haven't coached youth football since 2021, 2022, somewhere in there. And I'm here to tell you that the microwave coaches can't stand me. As a content creator, they can't stand me. Like if y'all follow me on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, wherever, Instagram, whatever, just go to my comments and see the coaches that talk the most crap. It's usually the microwave coaches, not even really the stovetop coaches. The microwave coaches can't stand me. And usually it's the same for you. So if you got assistant coaches on your coaching staff, and I just made a video about this, you need to know the type of coach they are. Very important. Because if you're an oven bake coach or a crock pot coach, and you get a bunch of microwave coaches on your coaching staff, you're going to get guys that's going to be agitated and talking shit because they're like, well, this dude don't care about winning. It's not that you don't care about winning. You just care about development more. You just care about development more. It's that simple. But it's just like if you're a microwave coach and if you was to get me on your team and you're a microwave coach, like it'll be suffocating for me to be on your team because I see all the kids who are not being developed and need to get developed properly. And I see kids who got talent that's not being utilized because the microwave coach may just be focused on the kids who got the raw natural talent and not the kids who are hidden gems. Make sense? So, you know, it's so important to know who you got on your coaching staff, because that can make and break your season, or at the very least, man, it can save you from having headaches on your coaching staff. Country boy, what's up, brother? Glad to see you in good health, man. Yeah, man, I'm about 75%, man. But compared to where I was really these last 2-3 weeks, man, I was at a good 50%, solid 50%. I'm feeling a little bit better, still not 100%. That's why I'm kind of doing the show in the truck, kind of, you know, talking to you guys casually on the show today. Don't have a big mic and all the screens and all of that. I'm just talking to you like I'll talk to you on the phone, right? So, guys, let me know, how did your season go? I want to know what was y'all records? Do y'all got any questions? What were there any problems that you guys ran into this season that you want to fix? You need help with, to just kind of process it and understand it, because I know for a fact that, like, after every season I coach, I'm tired, and it's always problems and things that I seen that I want to fix and not go into my following season with. You know, Dog Life says, should myself and other assistants try to get our own team started? 11-1, lost in the second round of the playoffs. Interesting, interesting. Let me ask you this, Coach. Why do you want to start your own team? Let me know. Like, is it something with that, like with the head coach, you don't agree with? Um, just kind of let me know where you are with that. Coach Garza said, relax. Now it's basketball. Okay, so this is the thing, man. Like, I'm a multi-sports coach, but usually, you know, I got girls who play sports. So I, as a multi-sports coach, I don't coach multi-sports every year, right? Last year I coached my daughter's volleyball team, excuse me. This year I'm thinking about coaching my daughter's softball team, right? And you know, I'm still on the fence with that because of my health and stuff. But shout out to you multi-sports guys. I love coaching multi-sports. Really, I know my content is around youth football. It's what I love coaching and it's what I've coached the longest. But guys, I love coaching softball and just sports, period. I'm a sport. We are a sports family, right? We are a sports family. All of our kids play sports. Um, my girls don't know this yet, but they're 9 times out of 10 going to end up being coaches, and teachers and stuff like that. I see it on them. Um, you know, it just is what it is. One thing about it, when you get bit with that coach's bug, it's hard to shake it. Extremely hard to shake it. Let me see here. I am shocked you guys don't have any questions. I am shocked, but it's all good. It's all good. Y'all helping me out with my throat and all of that stuff. Okay. Dog Life says the head coach is Stovetop. Great guy, but hometown realtor who is in the game for more status versus love the game. Okay. So this is my advice on you guys who want to start your own program. I think you should start it. Okay. Now, y'all know how I feel about this. I'm big on alignment. Okay. I'm big on alignment, especially when it comes down to coaching staffs. It's hard to be successful when coaches don't you guys don't vibe with the same coaching philosophy and leadership philosophy. Okay. It's good to have guys who then you're not going to agree with everything. Okay. Let me put that out there. You're not going to agree with everything, but you want to have guys that you're in alignment with at least 80-20, right? 80-20 rule, right? Y'all got to be on the same page, because if not, what happens is respect begins to erode, and you start getting frustrated because the coach is doing things that you don't agree with, you know? And then by the time the end of the season start, you're frustrated, don't know what to do. Like a lot of coaches that I consult, they don't know what to do. They like, man, I got to come back next year and do this. I'm like, no, you don't. You can start your own program. You can start your own program or find another program that aligns with your coaching philosophy, which are, the two recommendations. Now, I've always head coached my youth football teams other than, I think, 1 year, 2 years. 2 years. I was the offensive coordinator with one program that I had to get away from because of the reasons we just talked about. Completely different coaching philosophy, and it was just a toxic kind of environment. And plus, I had just moved to the location anyway, and I had got a job in corporate America. And so I just was too busy to stay in that offensive coordinator role. And then I coached at the high school level as well, and I did some analyst work and all of that good stuff. So one thing I can tell you guys from experience is that when you're coaching youth sports, I don't care what it is, football, baseball, wrestling, you name it, you got to be able to get along with your staff. If not, it's going to be a miserable experience. And you don't want that. Coach Garza, you hit the nail on the head. Judases, man. It's always a Judas in these programs, whether it's a coach or a parent. Sometimes it's a kid. And you being able to recognize who the Judases are in the program is half the battle. But when you got 3 or 4 of those goddamn Judases in there at one time, oh man, it's frustrating. Extremely frustrating. Coach Chad says, I'm a new coach, OC at UConn. Been listening to your guidance and ideas. Love them, man. Appreciate you, Coach Chad, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with us on the show today, man. And for those who don't know, guys, if y'all on Facebook, be sure to follow me on Facebook under Coach Beast Youth Football. It's a lot of big changes that's happening on my Facebook page. Literally, guys, I got 20,000 new followers on Facebook in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Kid you freaking not. And I appreciate you guys so much for, following me on Facebook. You guys are so awesome, man. I really appreciate it. So if you guys follow me on YouTube or IG or wherever you listen to me, be sure to support me over there on Facebook, because I'm dropping more and more content over there day by day. Coach Sound says, you are correct. Season is over and everyone tells me to turn the coaching button off. I'm still watching film and going over the Beast offense even more. Yeah, man, I'm telling you guys, like, it's hard to cut. It's hard to cut that coaching, kind of come down from that coaching persona, right? Especially, man, y'all fresh into it and stuff, man. It's hard to stop, especially if you had a great season, Coach Bailey says, Lord keeps blessing you, Coach. Championship 10-0, how to get the linebackers better. Coach Will, appreciate you, Coach, man. Appreciate you for the love, man. Let's see. How do you get players to play for us without parents saying no? Okay, so this my thing. Coach. I try to set the tone before the season even starts, right? Because for me personally, like, my parents' meeting, they're very professional, but I'm very, as a matter of fact, I always say I'm harder on my parents than I am on my kids. And my parents know that. Like I don't take a lot of crap from the parents, because the parents are kind of like the kids. They big kids. If you give them an inch, they're going to try to take a mile. And if they perceive you as being a weak or lenient coach, they're going to start testing you, seeing how far they can get with stuff. I eliminate that crap day one. That parents meeting, I let them know what I tolerate, what I'm not going to tolerate, my rules, my guidelines, my communication policies, um, what are the repercussions of, policies being violated. See, the fear that a lot of coaches have got is they're afraid to lose players, especially players that, are good. Well, the issue is this what needs to be the true fear. The true fear needs to be letting a parent have their way in your program and other parents seeing it. And now all the parents turn against you. And now you got a nightmare season and you don't want to coach no more. Like that's what you should really worry about. That's the worst case scenario. So day one, they know what I'm about and what I stand for. And they know I'm not afraid to lose them. And so with that in mind, guess what happens when you got that mindset? The parents actually start to respect you more because they see you as valuable. They're like, man, Coach B's, he not playing with us. Like, this is a good program. This is a good coach, which they know I am. You know, they organized, they professional, they got structure, keyword structure. Like when people see that, they respect you more, you know. So don't be the yes man coach. Parents come to you, yes, it's okay. And it ain't okay. Parents say, well, little Johnny only going to be able to make it to practice one time a week because I work, and you like, okay, that's okay. And in your head, you're like, crap, I need him. I want him to be my quarterback or my starting running back. Like if a parent came to me with that mindset, I would tell them, okay, well, you do realize this may jeopardize his playing time, you know? Like we do have a carpool system where we can pick him up and make sure he's at practice. We want to partner with you to make sure he has the best experience possible, as a youth football player and on our team, you know. But if parents say, well, he only going to be able to come once, and then the other 2 days, he's going to be 30 minutes late for practice. Like that's unacceptable if he want to get playing time in my program. But we got things in place where we can make sure the kid comes to practice. You see what I'm saying? You can't let the parents set the standard. You got to set the standard for your own program. Got to do it. And if parents, I'm going to say this too, if parents don't agree and the parents talk crap and they're saying certain things or threatening to, take little Johnny to another team or off your team, okay. You can't be afraid to lose a player. I don't care if he's your best player. I've lost, out of my 15 years of coaching, I lost 2 starting quarterbacks because the parents wanted to act a fool. And you know what? Every time I lost those 2 starting quarterbacks, the other kid I put at quarterback turned out to be better. Kid you not. Kid you not. Shout out to Chris. Chris, I think, let's see, he should be in college, starting college this year. But yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Let's see what we got. Coach Josh says, as a former head coach that took some time off when my godson went to high school ball, I went back out to watch a friend coach the coaches and asked me to join in. So I did. We went undefeated, won the chip. I looked at staying within the organization and they gave me zero feedback, was offered the head coach spot at another organization and took it. Looking forward to spring, man. Congratulations, coach, man. Congratulations. Coach O says, first year coaching, first time catching alive. Any tips? Any tips on your first year coaching? So the big tip I always say to you guys is, number one, I know this sounds kind of cliche, but it's real. Like you got to have fun. Have fun as a coach. Be willing to understand that you're not going to have it all figured out year one. Okay. I mean, if I went out there and coached this upcoming year, I still don't have it figured out. You learn something new. You learn something new every year, right? So don't be hard on yourself in that regard. Number two, and this is probably the most important advice, Focus on your team being the best blocking team, tackling team, and team that executes the fundamentals. Coaches go ape shit, excuse my language. Coaches go ape shit because they're like, why can't we score? And then I'm like, how is your blocking? They're like, well, we can't block for shit. Well, that's the problem. You need to prioritize blocking, tackling, and executing the fundamentals with your team. That's gonna shave years off of your learning curve as a coach. You win games in the trenches. So it's going to be important for you to invest into those big boys. Invest into your offensive line, defensive line. You know, if you make them dogs and monsters in the trenches, knowing how to block and know how to shoot the gaps, penetrate the gaps, have gap discipline, man, you're going to be a hard team to beat year in and year out. You know, it doesn't guarantee you'll win the championship every year because we don't know who your competition is, you know, but it's definitely going to guarantee that you're going to have a highly competitive team each year. Hope that helped, Coach. And of course, tip 3, continue to rock with me, follow me on all social media platforms. That's definitely going to be a best bet. And make sure you hit that QR code up there. Make sure you get my whole system because it give you everything you need, especially as a year 1 coach, you know, everything you need to be successful. You can go down this comment line and you see the coaches who rock with me, who purchased the Beast Unleashed bundle or any of my playbooks. They're winning championships. They're winning championships. So make sure you invest in yourself and get everything you need to be successful. And I'm going to be here with you every step of the way, Coach. Dog likes it, can't turn it off. Coach Chad says, how do you deal with the problem that if the team coach's parents want to run a different scheme than the league wants you to? Okay. For instance, we all want to run the beast with 10U. Our high school is completely different with West Coast Air Raid, and the school system wants youth to run the high school when they age up to school ball. So let me ask you this, Coach. So sound like you got a feeder system going there, okay? So if you got a feeder system, the question is, like, are they ironclad on you running what the high school runs, or do they just prefer that? So I'm gonna say it this way, and I'm not saying this to, like, you know, knock on you in any kind of way or anything, but I absolutely hate feeder systems. Sorry, y'all. We got the neighbor dogs going crazy right now. Let's see. All right. Sorry about that. So, you know, I hate feeder systems personally, guys, because, and I've coached in a feeder system. The high school, I understand what the high school wants to do. Okay. The high school wants to have a good, you know, system going where the kids knowing how to run the same system. The problem is when these high schools want to run, you know, the air raid and a lot of these kind of somewhat advanced systems where the kids may not even be, you may not even have those type of kids to run that system. So it's like, what do I do when I want to focus on teaching my kids, right? I want to teach my kids how to block, how to tackle, how to establish a strong running game. When the high school's like, I want to teach the kids how to run, how to throw the ball in space, play in space. Again, it go back to what I said. When the coaching philosophy is off and the leadership philosophy is off, you get friction, right? So, unfortunately, if you're in a situation where they want you, no matter what, to run that system, you have to do it. If you decide to stay in that system. Me personally, like, I've done the feeder system, I will personally never do it again. Or if I let me take that back. If I do it again, it's gonna have to be with a program that I'm in alignment with, right? I got to be in alignment with the high school, middle school, and youth. I really like having my own program, building my own brand out. Um, a lot of travel leagues allow that, a lot of rec leagues allow that, but like, you just got to know what you want to do and kind of the kind of freedom and versatility you want to have, coach. Yeah, man, these dogs went, guys, sorry about that, man. These dogs went total 8, you know what, right behind the truck. And that literally never happened here. So it's crazy. All right, let's see what we got. What we got. Coach Josh says that's the plan as a former head coach turned helper. I just enjoyed the ride. Now it's go time, and 8 players are following me. Yeah, man. Hey, guys, you know, me and the wife, me and Miss Beast, we keep talking back and forth about me coaching again and coaching on the youth level. It's crazy because there's a small part of me that wants to do that, but there's you know, kind of where I'm at in my career. Um, I really prefer to coach, you know, high school, either in the private sector or at a higher tier high school. Um, and even college coaching is something that I always wanted to do. Um, the only issue with that is it takes so much time. It would just wreck my business, right? With what I do with you guys. So I've thought about going back into coaching, but it's just tough because I'm busy coaching you guys. You know, I coach coaches now. I help you guys, and I absolutely love it. I'm living my dream helping you guys. Think about it. Think about it. I'm out here in my truck, you know, chilling, looking at the beautiful sky over here, right? In the comfort of home. If I was coaching at some big time program or college, I'd probably be, you know, on campus right now working. You know? So it's all about picking your poison. Coach, we win championship. I'm telling you, like guys, like I'm gonna tell you something, and this is for the first time coaches, or you know, let's say if you've been coaching for 5 years or less, all you got to do is follow me, follow Beast Nation, my community of coaches. You see all the coaches who have won championships. You want to get around winners. That's another piece of advice. You want to get around winners, guys, no matter what. Okay, winners win. You get around a lot of losers, it's a different mindset. It's a different mentality. You get around a lot of winners, it's a different mindset. It's a different mentality. Pick your poison, right? I choose to be around winners. Winners choose to be around me. A lot of guys, like I said, it's a lot of guys who don't like Coach Beast that hate on Coach Beast, right? They don't like Coach Beast and hate on Coach Beast just because they don't have the same value system as me. Like, like I know the kind of guys who follow me, right? These guys love winning, love development. They understand the power of respect and leadership. You know what I'm saying? We're men, we're strong men, you know, and we understand what it means to taking care of personal responsibility and having common sense. You know, if you are like that, you rock with me. If you don't like that, if you don't like family, value family, discipline, I'm gonna say that again. If you don't value family, discipline, accountability, respect, all of that stuff, you probably won't rock with me because I rock with that kind of stuff. You know. And shout out to everybody who's just coming on, man. I know this is a abrupt uh pod today, but I had to talk to you guys. Miss you guys, man. Coach G, my brother, how are you doing? Shout out to him and his Purple Rain squad. Undefeated Super Bowl champs. You see what I'm talking about? Winners win here, guys. Winners win. And, you know, some I really focus on with my content and with this show is I want to highlight not only do my guys win on the field, but they win off the field, right? Like, and that's the stuff I want to teach you guys. You know, people ask me all the time, "Hey, coach, man, how did you get honored by ESPN? How did you win that award by ESPN and State Farm?" Because I was a goddamn good leader, right? Like, I was a good leader. I got recognized for my sports leadership and community service, right? Like it wasn't just if it was just me focusing on games, I wouldn't have got recognized. But it's the crap I did on and off the field. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to be the standard in y'all leagues, in y'all city, in y'all region. Because guess what? Coach Beast may be a global brand, but Coach Beast, I'm not God. I'm not everywhere, right? But guess what? You got Coach G. He's in New Mexico, Roswell, New Mexico. You know, drop in the comments where y'all at. Drop in the comments your city and state for me real quick. I'm about to prove a really cool point for you guys. Coach, oh yes, sir. I do offer one-on-one. Do me a favor. You can email me. I'm gonna have to send you the link because I took the link down. I do one-on-one, but I'm not always available. But if you email me, and this is any of you guys, if you email me and you want one-on-one consulting, I will send you the link and you can book a call with me. I do 1 hour strategy calls. I do group coaching calls with your staff. And I also, I'm going to make myself available this year for public speaking. So I'm be able to travel to your programs and speak to your kids or your staff, either or both. Okay. So I just dropped my email in the comments. You can just email me if y'all want to book a one-on-one call or speaking or anything like that. Just feel free to email me and we'll make something happen. All right. I'm gonna leave that in the comments. So we got Coach G, he's in New Mexico. We got Dog Life, he's in Athens, Georgia. Right? We got Coach Bailey, he's in Pittsburgh, PA, right? Like you guys can be the standard wherever you at. We got Coach Gonzalez in San Antonio, Texas, one of my favorite cities, by the way. We got Coach T, Elk River, Minnesota. Like you guys can be the standard in your, like freaking take over your city. That's what I want y'all to do. Like I want y'all to take over y'all freaking city and then take over your freaking region, right? That's my goal for you guys. I don't want you to just, win games. I want you to win the freaking city. You know what I'm saying? I want you. I want to be associated with winners because I'm a winner. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like it's so important, man. So important. Let's see. Yeah, Coach Garza in Lubbock. Yep. Let's see. Coach O says, I saw one video you said you had no mentor in coaching and business. Now you're doing this. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. And it always hit home to me, man. Like, honestly, this is why I go so freaking insane with content with you guys because that's the story of my life. I didn't have a mentor growing up as a student, like an athlete. My mom, man, look, my mom did not want me to play football. She would come to my practices and pull me. Like literally my 9th and 10th grade year, I didn't play football because my mom wouldn't let me play. And my dad, he worked so much, he owned his own business, so he was always gone. He didn't care. He was tired, all that. And my mom would just pull me. All she wanted me to do was go to church, right? Which I told her, I said, I want to go to church. I was a drummer at the church. I was the head drummer. So I was going to be at church, but she just wanted me not to play sports, right? And I didn't have a mentor there. Then in high school, I was so unmotivated. After I graduated high school, and let me give y'all a fun fact about my high school journey. Like in high school, I skipped. I was a bad student, all of that. Then I didn't even graduate. Like I didn't walk with my class. I had to take summer school. Took summer school. Finally got my diploma. The most depressing thing was like I had to go to the office to get my diploma, and the secretary that worked the front office, she was like, "Oh, here you go. Here's your diploma. Have a good day." It wasn't like no congratulations, no good job, nothing like that. It was like, huh, here you go. Have a good day. Bye. It's like, and I remember like walking out of the school being like, this is it. Like I spent 12 years in school and this was it. Right. And so from 18 to 20, see, I joined the Air Force, right? Now I will say this: my dad was a big advocate on my brother going to the Air Force, so I decided to go to the Air Force because my brother decided not to, and I was already taking JROTC in school, and I enjoyed it. So it was for me. It was between the Army and the Air Force. I decided to do the Air Force because I scored high on the ASVAB, and from there, um, went to the Air Force. They sent me home med discharge because of some of the health issues I'm dealing with now, guys, you know. So I had issues then. They sent me home. And after that, that's when I got into coaching youth football. And then I decided to go to college. Again, no direction. I'm just trying to figure this shit out, right? Trying to figure this crap out. Then, for those who don't know, some of y'all know, if y'all been rocking with me a long time, you know, I got married young. I got married at 19, right? I was married for a while. Then I got divorced, right? Again, no mentorship there. Then I was, before I divorced, took me forever to finish college. Took me 5, 6 years to finish college. Got my degree. Then when I got my degree, found out I hated what I did with my degree. My degree is in human resource management. Hated that. Then started my own business. And then I finally started to figure shit out, right? And get traction. You know, even though like working in corporate America was cool, and I was the first in my family to graduate college and corporate and all of that stuff. Okay, cool. I hated that. When I started my own business, things took off. I was doing career consulting and leadership coaching. That took off for me big time on social media and stuff. And then 6, 7 years into that, I decided to go full time doing what I'm doing now with you guys. And I absolutely love it. My point in this though is that whole timeline I just gave y'all, I didn't have no mentors. Like I begged for mentors. I had some mentors who started to try to take advantage. They tried to take advantage, like with money or you know, they was trying to get clout on top of what I was doing. So I had a lot of bad experiences with mentors. So I made a promise, man, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be a bad mentor. I'm going to be the best mentor I can to everybody who rock with me, to my Beast Nation of coaches. And that's kind of what I do. That's my story, guys. And things came together. And of course, met Miss Beast, and things have been pretty good. Been bliss, you know. Other than this health issue, you know, I got going on right now, everything's been great. But the biggest lesson I learned, though, the biggest lesson I learned is that you got to get around winners, guys. Winners win. Y'all hear me say that all the time. The Red Dog says absolutely the standard of the league. Every single team watched from the outside, and you could hear the families talking about how much they want our system experience. Yeah, now I'm gonna tell you, this when you know you're the standard of your league. You're the standard of your league when you got coaches coming to you after the season. They like, hey man, can my son play for you? I swear to God, like I've had coaches more than once throughout my coaching career where they say, hey, can my son play under you, develop under you? Like, I love what you're doing. Can we come over and join you? And I'm talking about head coaches. I'm talking about head coaches from other teams coming saying that. You know, that's when you know you're the standard. You know you're the standard when you hear kids saying, oh, I want to play for that team, Mom. I want to play for that team next year. Or you hear the parents say, man, what they practice at? I want my son on that team. They got it together. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know you're doing something right. All right, let's see. Coach G says, and we are the younger age group in the league. Yeah, Coach G, guys, is an example of a winner, man. Sometimes Coach G is on the live Q&A segment with me or the panel with me, and I love to have him on because he understands what it takes to win. He understands what a winning mentality is all about, and I always like to double down on those kind of things. You know, y'all need to. I want y'all to. I'm telling you, if y'all had a bad season or something like that, I want y'all to just be in the presence of winners, in the presence of. It's so important, man. It's an energy, it's a vibration, it's an aura, man, that's associated with winners, man. I'm telling you what I know. All right, Coach Johnson. Now I can't say where you are in PA. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but they was 9-1 Super Bowl champions. Let's see. He said lost our first game, 9-game winning streak, and shut out the team in the playoffs that beat us week 1. There you go. There you go. And that's the thing. You know, when you are a winner, and I don't even know why I'm even going this direction, but I am. When you are a winner, like, it's not even about you having setbacks. You know, you may lose a game. You know, you may lose a game or two, but you figure it out. You learn through that loss, right? What's the saying? A loss is nothing but a lesson, or something like that. It truly is. If you got the right mindset, you got the winning mindset. You're right, Miss Beast. She said, "Now here you are, babe." That's right. Here we are. Coach G said started coaching in '09, enlisted Army Infantry in 2011, got out in 2015, hit coaching hard again. I now am playing with the idea of getting a degree to coach high school. What the hell, Coach G? I didn't know you was in the Army. Hey, no wonder why we vibe so much, bro. I did not know that. That is cool, brother. Cool. Yeah, Coach G, you should definitely consider getting that degree, man. You should definitely consider that. If I could, I'd give you my degree. Just change the name on the degree. Oh man, you definitely should, Coach. If that's what you want to do and you want to make a career out of it, you'll be a great coach. Let's see. Coach O says, "Man, I had high school Coach Hyde letters from the team, Nike camps, USA camps. I got to be better and take this to the next level. I love this, man. That's awesome." And then let's see. Derrigan says, "I'm not the raw type of coach. How can I be an effective coach?" Okay, well, okay, great comment. So I did a podcast a while back where I was talking about what type of coach are you, right? You got some coaches, and I'm just going to go through a few of them. You got the disciplinary coach, you got the strategist, right? You got the X's and O's coach, you got the players coach, you got the program builder, right? Like those just a few kind of avatars of the type of coach you can be. And you don't have to be the raw type to be a great coach. You know what I'm saying? When I first started coaching, and I'm guess I'm probably still considered the disciplinary, but I'm a program builder. But when I first started coaching, I was like a drill sergeant, like I really was, you know. And then the more seasoned I became as a coach, I became a little more laid back. Now, mind you, I still will chew out your ass and all of that. I will chew you out. Um, Even my coaching staff, they know I get on to them. I chew them out too. But that's just who I am, right? Um, so if you're not a rah coach, it's okay. Be you, man. Be you. Because at the end of the day, you got to be able to be comfortable in yourself and your own skin, and you got to be a leader of men and kids. You got to get people to buy into your coaching philosophy and leadership philosophy more than anything. You know, like I know coaches who are great coaches who will yell and chew you out, and I know some who are quiet as a church mouse, but they great coaches. You know. Coach G says, my little brother is coaching DBs at Centennial High School in Las Cruces, and I can't help but feel envious. He's making me want to be better. Man, that's awesome, Coach. That's awesome, man. Um, I'm telling you, I will say this: always follow, man. You know, your intuition. Follow what you want to do, your passion. What I know about you, Coach G, man. You've been talking about coaching since I've known you, and your love and your passion for it. And I say, do it. One of my biggest regrets, guys, and it's just me being honest with you. One of my biggest regrets is staying coaching youth football too long. Miss Beast tell me, shut up, stop saying that. Don't say that, you know. But it's the truth. Like, if I could go back, like I'm 38, I'm about to be 40 in 2 years, guys willing, right? If I could go back, I started coaching youth football at 20. I probably should have started coaching high school football by the time I hit 25. Kid you not. And then by the time I am now, I would have probably been, you know, be a college coach or be an AD somewhere, right? But at the same time, I love what I'm doing now. So everything happens for a reason, and God is in control. But I will say that no doubt about it, like if I could rewrite my kind of story a little bit, I probably would have did youth football for 5 years, then jumped into high school coaching and did that for a good 10 years, and then considered the college ranks or something like that. Um, so, but like I said, like what I do now, man, like I never would like social media has changed the game. I'm gonna be honest. Social media has changed the game because I'm able to still, even though I'm not coaching youth football anymore, I'm able to stay in the game because I'm coaching you guys. I got the playbooks, you know, I'm creating the playbooks and all of that stuff for you guys. I'm doing the drill books. I'm teaching lessons. I'm doing the show, right? So I'm still in the game. And but I got the freedom too. Like I'm not as stressed and tired and burned out as I was when I was coaching, right? So do I miss being out there with the kids sometimes? Hell yeah, I do. Like I hate going to high school games because I'm out there and I'm looking at the coaching staff and I'm like, God damn, like what in the hell are they doing? Like, can somebody please put me out there? Let me just call a couple of goddamn plays because they're missing the RPO right here on the back end. You know, like I'm always in that, you know, when you're a coach, it's still in you, you know? Even if you evolve, it's still in you. But yeah, man, it's hard for me to go to high school coaching games. That's why I like y'all see me rant on high school coaches when they say, "Oh, these youth football coaches, they don't know what they're doing. They're not real coaches." It pissed me off because I go to high school games and I'm looking at guys who don't know what the hell they're doing on the field. But a lot of them, they're coaches because of that degree, you know. And these schools need teachers like bad. They're like, please be a coach. We need somebody to be a teacher, a coach, a bus driver, and they got the degree to do it. But a lot of them, not all, because I got high school coaches who follow me, so I'm not knocking them all, but I'm talking about the ego-driven, condescending coaches who think they know it all. You know, a lot of high school coaches crap on us as youth football coaches, but a lot of us could coach high school, you know, if we was given the opportunity or had the degree, you know, or like in my case, I got the degree, but I like my lifestyle right now. I love my lifestyle actually. All right, guys, let's see. About to get ready to get out of here, man. Again, appreciate you guys for jumping on. Also, for those who just came in, don't forget my Beast Unleashed bundle is 90% off. You can see that QR code right there. Just scan that and take advantage of this Black Friday deal, 90% off. It's probably going to be the last week after Thanksgiving, like after the Black Friday and all that, the price go up because we got a new bundle coming out. We got the Beast Unleashed Championship Edition coming out. And guys, it's going to be crazy. It got what I'm adding to that bundle is you get the instructions for each play. You get instructions for each play. I got new playbooks coming out. Um, the wing T being one of them, the 5-3 defense being another one, And I think we got the double wing. I'm creating the double wing. And it's another one. I think I was going to add to the 4-4 Reaper defense, 4-4 Reaper Ghost, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm going to actually announce all the playbooks and stuff that's going to come. But the big difference and upgrade is you get instruction. So regardless of your level, the level you coach on, you're going to be able to have that. But I'm telling you guys, if you don't have the Beast Unleashed bundle, coaches are winning championships with my bundle. Like after the show, I got to add all the testimonials. Man, I got so many testimonials I haven't posted yet, and that's on me. But I got coaches flooding my inbox and my DMs saying, "Hey, coach, I won a championship. Coach, I won a championship. Coach, man, we was undefeated. You know, like all of that stuff." And so that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right, guys. I think that's it for the show today, man. I really enjoy rocking with y'all, man. I had to come out here and talk to you guys, love you guys, miss you guys, man. And y'all just bear with me, man. Pray for me. Appreciate you guys who have already been praying for me. I'm still trying to get to 100%, man. Like, I haven't been 100% in a long time, but I'm telling you guys, I'm there. I'm working to get there. I'm at like 70. I'm at like 75%. Miss Beast just said something that I want y'all to do. Can y'all do me a favor? Big favor. Please do this for me. I'm going to send you guys my email. I'm about to drop it on the screen. Send me your testimonials. If you ran my bundles, like if you use any of my playbooks or anything like that, I want you to email me a testimonial of your outcome. Let me know what playbook you ran, if it was the Beast Unleashed bundle, whatever. Just share your testimonial with me, guys. That will help me out so much. Because see, a lot of guys, especially, guys who don't know me or haters, they say, "Oh, this crap don't work. This stuff don't work." When, guys, there's so many of y'all who won championships this year and last year and the year before that. And it'll just help me guys send it to me. And I tell you what, if you send me the testimonial, if you send me a testimonial in the next, let's say, 5 hours, in the next 5 hours, what I'll do is I give you let me see, I'm feeling generous today. If you send me the testimonial, I will give you guys let's do 50. I send you a 50% off discount code of the next Beast Unleashed playbook bundle that's dropping. How about that? You send me a testimonial, I give you a 50% off discount code that's going to be privy to you, that you can use when the Beast Unleashed playbook bundle championship edition come out. Is that a deal? Would that work? Would that work? If it works, give me a hell yeah. Hey, Coach Red Dog, I haven't put the wing tee out yet, but it's going to be in the new bundle. The wing tee going to be in the new bundle, Coach, and it's going to be a doozy, man. It's going to be off the chain. Coach Hemi, man, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. So I'm going to say it again for those who just came in. If you had any success running my playbooks, I want you to email me your testimonial. And as a thanks for doing that, I'm going to send you a discount code that's going to give you 50% off discount on the new Beast Unleashed Bundle Championship Edition playbook. Okay? And that's going to be a thanks for you guys rocking with me, man. Y'all know how I am. I'm a giver at heart. I'm a giver at heart. Yeah, Coach G, I don't know. Hey, I don't know why. Like, when I see the red dog, I don't know. Like, Coach G, I know you as Coach G. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it flips like that. Let's see. All right, we got our hell yes. And if you guys haven't already, man, hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. Really appreciate it. Also, guys, if y'all not following me on Facebook, man, please follow me on Facebook. I'm really trying to grow it. We hit over 20,000 new followers on Facebook in like literally, like, kid you freaking not, a week and a half. Like straight bananas over there. So we really appreciate you guys coming over and rocking with me there on Facebook and all of that good stuff. And guys, I'm about to get out of here, man. Again, appreciate y'all. If y'all need anything, y'all know where to find me. DM me, email me. I'm here for you guys. And until next time, beast out. Peace. Y'all be blessed, man. Love you guys.